Black Keys Trap Key. Meet the plug.
Ladies and gentlemen, you already know the vibes. I'm so excited. We are back at it. Meet the Plug Media Pass. Myself, of course, you know me, Nisa, but I want to introduce you to my guest. Super, super, super ready to have this conversation. She is just an amazing singer, songwriter. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce you to Neika Simone. Welcome to the show.
Hello, thank you. So excited to be here with you today.
Thank you so much for your time. It's just amazing to get to have conversations with incredible artists, incredible creatives out here. So, what I want to do first is kind of get some information, get some background, tell us where you're from, how long you've been doing music, all those things.
Ooh, okay. So I am originally from North Carolina, a small town called Kings Mountain, but I have been in the Richmond, Virginia area for over 20 years.
Nice, nice, nice. And did you grow up with like music in your household? When did you really just start, diving into music?
I would say that there was definitely music in my household. My mother and I would say both of my parents were huge gospel music fans. They also loved R&B as well, but I heard a lot of gospel music, and so I got started singing in my church choir as a little girl. And my mother took piano lessons as an adult, and I was very curious about what she was doing. So she decided to enroll me in some piano lessons as well. And I started that around the age of 6 or 7. And funny story is, I didn't really want to take, well, I didn't, I was excited to take the lessons, but I did not understand that I was going to have to practice. That was the issue.
Okay.
So she told me when I took those lessons, you're going to have to practice. And I was like, okay, sure. I didn't understand what that meant,
Hmm.
but I found out real quick.
I know that's right. And you grew up in the church, got your chops in the church. How much of that is in your music today?
Oh, I would say that it's definitely some of that there. I think that it's a combination of many things.
Okay.
I'm a classically trained pianist, and then I have the background from church and gospel music, and then I have a love for jazz as well. So I think like all of those things have just kind of melded together, and also I love good music. Sounds good, makes me feel good, then I'm with it. So
I'm with you on that one. So let me ask you this. What are some of your influences? Like I know your mom kind of her taking those piano lessons kind of sparked your inquisitiveness when it came to that. But who are some of your musical influences, some of the people that you really, really kind of looked up to throughout your time being the creative that you are?
I would say of most recent years, I'm a huge Layla Hathaway fan. Like I love Layla Hathaway.
Yes.
So that's definitely a big one for me. I also love Jill Scott.
Mm.
I love her pen. I mean, it's just her thought, the way she's just so authentically Jill.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, I love Sade. I love that smoothness that she has with her voice. And then like thinking about past people, I love the era that Ella Fitzgerald, Nancy Wilson, Nina Simone, who I'm actually named after. I'm like, I love that era that those women lived. I won't say that I love the time because it wasn't necessarily the greatest time,
Correct.
but those women were just so strong and so dynamic and such powerhouses on stage and in their element of what they did. So definitely influenced by all of them. And I mean, I could go on. Stephanie Mills, Natalie Cole. I mean, like I could just keep going. So
Listen,
there's so many great singers.
you name some people that I just their music just kind of is the story of my life. Like where would I be without these artists? So let me ask you this: when you release music and you create, what do you want people to walk away with when they listen to your project, listen to your songs?
I want them to just feel like that the song is relatable to them in some sort of way. Whether it's something that's like really, really heartfelt that they could, that they can really relate to in life. about a tough situation that they're going through, or about a happy situation that they're going through, or just something that just feels good. You
Mm.
know, that feel good music. We all need that sometimes. Something that just feels good, that's got that good vibe that we can just vibe with and just enjoy.
I get that vibe when I was listening to a lot of your music today, and Perfect Picture. That's my vibe. Okay, like it's your voice is like so. It's just it's so sweet. I that's the word that I
Oh,
use. Like it's a really it's fantastic. Tell me about how you put that song together. I just love it. So I want to know, how did it come together?
well, actually, I cannot take the credit for writing this one,
Okay.
but this song was written by Justin Crowder. He goes by JC. And we were in the studio together and just vibing off of each other. And so this song came to be just very organically, just like that. So,
You can feel it.
um,
Feel good
yeah,
vibe. It's
yeah, it's just
definitely.
that feel, all that feel good. Love the feel goods.
Yeah. So can we expect like for someone who's just learning about you just now, can they expect more of that from you? Kind of what does your catalog look and sound like? Can you kind of give us some insight on that?
Sure. So, yes, you can definitely expect more of that. Songs like that, like Perfect Picture, or Picture Perfect. You can expect, I am a relationship song person. That is like, that's my thing, you know. I like to write about my experiences, or I would say experiences that I have heard people have,
Mhm.
and just kind of melt those together with the things that I've experienced in life and then write songs about them. So um my songs are very authentic, you know, they're heartfelt, whether it's, like I said, joy, whether it's sorrow, whether, you know, it's somewhere in between, you know, it's about being real. So it's about being authentic and me presenting myself to people. So for sure, that's what it will be about.
Love it, love it. How does how is the support with your family? You know, like
Oh,
juggling just regular life with your career and the things that you're doing. How's that?
it is wonderful. I am so blessed. I use that word all the time, and I think people are like, "Okay, can you find another one?" But I'm like, I can't, because it's just the truth. I am so blessed. I'm just very grateful, very thankful. I have an awesome husband who is my husband slash manager as of now. So we call him my husbander. Um, I have my mother, my father, who are just diehard, you know, go for me all the way to the end.
Oh, look at that. I
You
love
know,
it. That is so
yes.
now, do you have any particular like you have a lot of accolades, you know, you have this amazing career. Are there any things that you have in mind as far as goals that you haven't reached yet that you want to achieve?
Oh my gosh. Yes, I'm just getting started. I want to go as far as I can go. I want to go to the Grammys, you know, the billboards, you know, I want to go as far as I can go all the way.
Oh man, I cannot wait to see you there. Like I got a chance to interview you. I'm because like when you listen to the music again, I really feel like for me, that joy, that feel good, that's a universal language. So
Yeah.
anybody can feel that. So I'm excited to see how far you go. Now, I do have a question for you. I'm interested to know, we're talking about music and everything, but is there anything that you like to do outside of music? You know, to spend in your free time, the little free time you may or may not have?
I love kids.
Okay.
I enjoy teaching piano and voice lessons. Um, for the last 20-ish years, I have been a music teacher. Like I've taught in public schools. So I've taught elementary music, I've taught middle school chorus, I've taught high school piano. I enjoy working with young people.
Mhm.
Their energy is like no one else's. And even like with middle school, there's never a dull day, there's never a day that is the same. There is never a day that's the same. Because they're in that stage of finding themselves. I think that's the
Wow.
best way to say
Yep,
it.
yep.
So so all of that has definitely shaped me in some way as well. But yes, I do all of that. And, there are other things that I like to do outside of music. I enjoy cooking. I love a good movie. Like, I love reading books. Like, there are definitely some other things that I like to do for sure.
Love it, love it. So, have you ever run into like and I ask this often, but when you run into like a creative block or a writer's block, how do you get over that?
Well, I will tell you, for me, trying to just keep pushing at it sometimes does not work.
Okay.
Sometimes I have to put things down, and I can't just put it down indefinitely, because if I put it down indefinitely, it will never get done. But I have to put it down for the moment and then come back to it. And that's happened before. I mean, I have been in the middle of a song, and and just not been able to, or at least felt like I could not finish it, and then I have had to like put it down, and then when I come back to it, I do have to have that intention of
Mm.
finishing what I started, because if I don't, then again, it will not get done.
Well, I am definitely excited for what you have going on now. For anyone that's watching, listening, can you give them like your social media, where they could connect with you, how they can stay in the know on all the things you have going?
Of course. So you can find me on Instagram at Neika_Simone. That's Neika_Simone, Simone. You can find me on Facebook at Neika Simone, no underscore. You can also find me on Twitter the same way, Neika Simone, but it's all in one word there. But
Well,
that's it.
I totally enjoyed your time. I'm so excited about all the things you have going on. Definitely want to stay connected with you and support you and continue to just love on your music. So thank you again, for just giving us some few moments. But what I would like to do, I've heard the song. I would like for you to introduce it to the audience.
Oh, I would love to. So, everyone out there, please take a listen to my song, Picture Perfect. I hope that you enjoy it. It's a wonderful song about relationships and how we sometimes lose focus of what's important.
I know that's right. It's a Meet the Plug exclusive. Let's go.
We've got